What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Kaiza-Sama, and we are back with another Dragon Ball Daima episode review. So, if you guys are new here, drop that like and subscribe for your boy. Make sure those post notifications are turned on so you know whenever I drop a new video. Now, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Please excuse the allergies and whatnot, so I will sound a little bit stuffy, but let's go ahead get this video out. Now we are picking up right where we left off from last week's video. Now with this new episode, I feel like a lot of things are being confirmed that I feel like we kept questioning, we were kind of in the dark about. So with the episode that we recently got, we really got a in-depth, big fight that everybody was really wanting. And to me, we start out exactly where we left off from last week's episode. Like I was saying, we get Tamagami number 3 and Goku finally starting out their fight. And to be honest, this is some like movie level animation, you guys. This is not, some like cheap, fast paced, overthought stuff or anything like that. This is like good movie animation. I'm talking about, every move, they're actually going into the in-depth moves for one, as far as like, actually like kung fu and like taijutsu and all that stuff and just like other fighting styles and whatnot. They're actually showing, the in-depth scenes of like everything that's going on. And we get to see everybody watching from the sidelines. Everybody gets intrigued from like the little demon village from nearby. So we got Pansy, Glorio, and Supreme Kai sitting there watching them. And Glorio, you can see him getting kind of intrigued because he's starting to see a little bit more of what Goku can do. And really, we also see that the Tamagami number 3, he has, I wouldn't say it's like a transformation, but you can see that once the fight gets a little bit more serious, it's almost as if he turns up to this like overheated, like, version of himself to where you can tell, he's starting to fire out some more powerful, high powerful power energy beams and whatnot. So when it gets more serious and Goku, he's getting crushed by Tamagami number 3's hammer, we see that Goku, he gets more serious and he goes Super Saiyan. And once he goes Super Saiyan, we see that he's getting into the fight. He puts his pole away and he's just fighting, hand-to-hand combat. He's no longer using the pole. Now, to me and to other people, I guess some people expected for him to use it just regardless, but I feel like to me, he's probably not going to do that unless it gets real serious. You know what I mean? So maybe once we get to like Tamagami number 2, he might be going Super Saiyan and he might be using the pole at the same time because that second one might be a tad bit stronger. But, I'm not going to knock Tamagami number 3 either because he was pretty powerful. He, was powerful to the point, like I said, to push Goku to go Super Saiyan. But we all know that's just something that Goku does for all of his fights. Pretty much he likes to go to the extent of pushing, his base form to the furthest, reaches of what those levels are. And then he'll pop out with, some transformations to, further test his opponent's power. So once we get the fight getting into a more serious battleground, we see that Tamagami number 3, he's firing these powerful attacks towards Goku, and Goku, he's running along the walls, he's jumping up in the air, he's doing everything, man. And they're, like I said, they're showing each and every aspect of the fight. So it's getting to the point where you can tell it's the climax of the fight. We see that Goku, he goes into the last final moments of the fight of firing up his Kamehameha, and they have this struggle beam attack that's going on. I really wouldn't even say it's a struggle beam attack because the Kamehameha goes straight through Tamagami number 3's attack, and it's more so of I guess Tamagami was sitting there, holding the attack back, and we were seeing just how much, he could actually take from the beam struggle. And as he directs it up into the sky, we see that Goku, he either uses instant transmission or he just gets there real fast with, the instantaneous movement with like, not the instantaneous movement, but, just that fast, quick speed that he has. And, he knocks him out in the gut. He pretty much, has him right where he wants him. Tamagami 3 pretty much gives up. And Goku, he wants him to keep fighting, honestly, but the Tamagami number 3, he's like, there's really no point. I've seen the extent of, your power now. There would really be no point to keep fighting from here on out. So he gives up, but there is another game. There's another part of the battle, and it's not like I feel like, after the fight, Goku should have got the Dragon Ball, but the Tamagami number 3, he tells Goku the official, last part of this challenge is you have to play this guessing game with the cups, and you just have to basically guess which cup the Dragon Ball is under. He starts off moving the cups kind of smoothly, and then out of nowhere, he just starts like switching them super duper fast. So then Goku, being the, just like keen-eyed person he is, he sees everything that the Tamagami does, and throughout the midst of switching out the cups, the Tamagami actually throws the Dragon Ball, and I guess it was just like naked to like, it was just blind to like the naked eye of everybody standing in the crowd, because he literally tosses it in front of these demons that are sitting there watching, and I guess they don't notice it or something. I'm not sure what the Tamagami did to like actually have this work, but he tosses it, and Goku was actually able to notice it. So Goku, he ends up, telling him, I saw it, it's over there behind me. And him and the Tamagami, they have their friendly exchange, and Tamagami tells Goku that he likes him, he fights fair, and Goku, tells him that's what's up. They have their little cool exchange and whatnot. We see that Tamagami number 3, he's not like this evil being or anything like that. He actually likes Goku. As they're taking off, we see that Glorio, he's having a secret conversation with Dr. Orensu. So we see that there are going to be things that are going to be taking place in the shadows between Glorio and Dr. Orensu. And he tells her that they now have the third Dragon Ball. So basically, she's using them as pawns because she wants the Dragon Balls to possibly be in her hands if things were to not go as the plan, as to what she has in mind. And after they get off the phone, she says it's time to go into the final plan. So we see that things are going to, potentially get a lot more serious within the next upcoming episodes. Then we also see that once they're taken off, what was it? Goku, he let me see. Oh yeah. So Pan, she's, so questionable about Goku's form. She keeps wanting to call his form magic and whatnot. We see off in the distance as they're taking off the Tamagami, he's practicing the Kamehameha that Goku used. And it's just pretty interesting because you see him, waving to him, and, we really just see that the Tamagami, like I said, he's not this evil being. He's pretty much, a pretty cool guy. But within the next scene, we see that Goma and Degesu, they are actually, in this chamber of watching these scenes over again through time. And once they're sitting there, we see that they're watching these scenes of Majin Vegeta. He's actually in the midst of doing the self-destruction move against Majin Buu. And once that actually takes place, Majin Buu explodes and he's putting himself back together. But Degesu, he actually notices off in the background, off in the distance, Dr. Orensu was actually there when Majin Vegeta blew himself up. So with that being said, I knew things like this was going to happen. You know what I mean? I knew they were going to take different aspects of like the past of like canon Dragon Ball events, and they were going to like kind of alter them. So it only makes sense that something like this would happen because, like I said, for things to actually connect within certain sagas, certain events like this would have to happen. So once we see that Dr. Arensu was actually there, she was present when Majin Buu exploded, she took a sample of Majin Buu's substance and she takes it back to this witch that she knows as Marba. Now, Marba is actually the sole creator of Majin Buu. That's something that we find out. Bibidi, he's not the actual creator of Majin Buu. He came to Marba to, ask her to create him, I guess. And Dr. Arensu, she knows these things. Marba tries to put it off, but Arensu, she reveals that, she's more knowledgeable than what Marba thinks she is. So once we see that, these facts are being revealed, it is pretty evident that Arensu has brought these things to Marba to create a new Majin Buu creature. So that is now something that's being debunked within this episode, is that the main villain, I don't think the main villain is Goma. The main villain is definitely a new Majin Buu creature. So with that being said, we are definitely going to be seeing I won't say a replay of Fusion versus Buu, but we're definitely going to see Vegito in the upcoming episodes, but we're also going to be seeing Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in the future episodes. So I feel like these are just my theories now, but I feel like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, he's going to be fighting this Buu creature or even Goma possibly, and he's going to get, just puffed out, over extended within his transformation. Then Vegito, he's going to have to come out, and after Vegito defeats Goma, he's going to have to take on this new Buu creature, and that's when we're actually going to see Vegito go into Super Saiyan, because I've no doubt, I feel like Vegito can more than likely defeat Goma in his base form. So I feel like that's more than likely what's going to play on and, play out and happen. So those are just my theories. That's nothing that's confirmed as of the moment, but that's definitely something that I have a feeling is probably going to play out like that. Now, we do end up seeing that Marba, she tells Arensu to drop some of her saliva into this potion that she's making so that there can be a better control bonding between Arensu and this new Majin Buu creature, because, Marba just ends up mentioning how uncontrollable Majin Buu actually was. He was, a very powerful creature, but he couldn't be under control for nothing. So Marba tells her to drop her saliva into the potion. So once that finally plays out, we see, that is possibly the real final plan that's at hand here, that, Goku is unaware of, Vegeta is unaware of. Everybody is pretty much unaware of it except Glorio. So that's why I said in my past episode reviews that Glorio is evil now. He's, really just playing Goku for a fiddle. He's, just going along for the ride, but he's definitely has his own, evil intentions in mind to help Dr. Arensu in the end, ultimately. So that's just my theories. I feel like with this episode, though, we definitely got a lot more information than what we've gotten in other episodes. Now, with that being said, we do end off the episode as Hybis, he's traveling with Vegeta, Bulma, and Piccolo, and they're basically just trying to catch up to Goku and, the rest of the gang, and they end up finding out that Goku has defeated the third Tamagami. He's got the first Dragon Ball, so he really just gets instructions from King Kadan to meet up with Goku and the rest of the gang at Warp Dama. So once they get to Warp Dama, they're, just going to meet up and go to the same location, all as one group. Hopefully that ends up playing out like that. I hope we don't really get this drug out, sequence of them finally trying to meet up. I really hope that just happens within the next episode. So it is what it is, though. We just have to see what happens. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this latest episode, what you guys' theories and thoughts are. What do you think about the Tamagami, power-wise? What did you guys really think about the fight? That's what I really want to know. And then what do you guys think about this new Majin Buu creature that's going to potentially be coming to the screen? So yeah, just let me know those things down in the comments, get that little discussion started, and I will see you guys in the next discussion video. You guys take care and peace.